Good morning. I'm Ashlyn from Booty Fit, and Lucy. Thank you for joining me today. Where are you based? Are you southwest?
South Wales.
South Wales. I
Yeah.
expected a wee bit of an accent there, so I knew you weren't London based. And Lucy, you've obviously just completed our 21-day weight loss program.
I have.
And what I want to find out is what was going on for you beforehand? Like, had you tried anything like this before, or is this totally new for you?
This, I used to work with horses, so that's what I've done all my life up until about 5 years ago. So I've never had to think about dieting or anything because I've always been so active. And then I joined your slow running group as well, and that was just fantastic. And then I had a foot injury, so I had to leave. And then I just kind of lost all my confidence, and the weight just piled on because I wasn't moving as much. And a friend convinced me to go to Slimming World with her, and I just rebelled against it. I kind of can't do diets, and I ended up putting on more weight in 4 weeks. And I was like, I can't do this because it was really long-winded. I found it anyway. And
Long-winded.
There was so many sort of this and sins and that it just seemed really complicated. We had a great big thick book we had to follow, and I just can't. It's not me. I kind of can't follow diets. I just can't do it. So that was really, and then it was sort of binge. Oh right, I'm just not going to eat now because there's something's got to be done, and then of course that doesn't work either.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I think because I had I came across you because you sent me an email, because I used to belong to the slow running group, and I got the email for the 21-day course then, and I thought, right, it was the free 5-day trial actually, and then so I thought, right.
So did you join it because you wanted to lose weight, or did you join it because of your confidence? What made you join us in the first place for the food part?
All of the above. I just knew that I had to get out of this hole that I was plummeting into, really, both sort of weight-wise and mental health-wise and confidence-wise. And I couldn't be bothered to go out, and my dog walks were getting shorter, and I was fed up about my foot, and I was using my foot actually as an excuse not to go out.
Yeah,
I can't do. We only have a quick one today, dogs, because my foot hurts.
Do you know, that's funny. Did you watch the mindset session that we did with Andrew the weekend?
Yeah.
And he talks about injuries and the fact that lots of people, I think he might have worded it in a different way, but basically saying lots of people use injuries and it becomes a bit of an excuse. So well done.
I really, that really struck a chord with me, because that was exactly what I was doing.
Yeah. Good. Well recognised. Okay, so there was lots of reasons why you joined. Did you have obviously you did a diet before, it didn't work for you, so did that mean you had any apprehensions about joining us?
I think it was having faith in myself, but then having been with you before within the slow running group, I knew that the mindset would click in. So I had a lot of faith in that, but I didn't have I had a lot of faith in you, but not really in myself.
Okay. You just said something interesting. You said, I knew that the mindset would click in, right?
Yeah.
And I always say mindset is everything to me. Okay, why did you know the mindset would click in?
Because when I was slow running with you, and I'd never run before, and I'd always said, in fact, my daughter used to tease me about it all the time. So I can't believe you're running, because you always used to say, I just don't do running. I can't run. And in fact, I say to her now, you can run. You just have to learn how to run.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why do you think that is? Like, is it because with our slow running and our food program, is it because we make it simple and realistic, or what is it that
It
shifts our mindset, do you think?
it is really simple and realistic. There's no pressure. I don't feel under pressure to weigh in every week and go, oh no, I haven't, so I'm not going to go. I never feel like that. And the group, I mean, everybody in the group are just so supportive, and so amazing, and have got so much advice, and they're just willing you on, and it's lovely. It feels like a big family, really.
That's why we call ourselves the Booty Fit family.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lucy, you've just finished the 21-day program. Tell us about the wins that you've got, weight loss, but anything else that's going on that's going good for you.
Okay, so I lost 14 pounds and 15
Like when you
inches.
say that.
Yes, 14 pounds
Hey, good
and
girl.
15 inches,
Awesome.
which I'm absolutely made up with. So my clothes are now starting to fit me nicely, rather than a bit, oh God, just undo my button.
Okay.
And Joe, I've got the wins. There are so many. My aches and pains, I used to sort of get up off the sofa like a 90-year-old woman sometimes. Everything used to hurt. Sleep was disturbed. That's better. My aches and pains are virtually gone. And I just feel so energized and motivated. But another win that I wasn't expecting is I'm really enjoying cooking again.
Oh,
And I've gotten so lazy, but I'm really, really loving it. And my son, I've got my 13-year-old son living with me, and he's just brilliant because he's doing it with me. So he's eating what I'm eating. Yeah.
You know, when you said you got so lazy,
Yeah.
what kind of food were you eating before you joined the program then?
Just see, I kind of got it into my head because I work funny hours, and sometimes, most of the time, I don't get home. I leave the house at sort of like 2:30 in the afternoon, and I don't get home until 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the evening. So that sort of that dinner time slot is missing. So it'd be, oh, I've got to go home and I've got to feed my son, and have something to eat as well. So it's sort of quick, probably convenience meals, freezer to oven or quicker, that kind of thing. And actually what I've learned is that it takes probably less time to prepare some of these meals than it does to cook something in the oven for whatever, and so much nicer. So much nicer.
They're tastier, right?
Yes.
Better, like it's proper food.
Yes.
It's nutrients and vitamins going into your body, which obviously the knock-on effect of that is, yes, you're going to lose weight, but you're going to sleep better, you're going to have more energy. Yeah. It's going to help your aches and pains and whatnot. But yet, so many of us don't do it, right?
No, I know.
Just the last two things to ask you, okay? So you've got loads of wins, aches and pains, blah, 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 lost loads of weight. How about, you said, you know, your confidence, you were losing your confidence. How does your confidence feel now?
Oh, much better. Yeah.
Good.
I'm really loving life now. I'm just, you know, my daughter, because I walk a lot with my daughter as well. She says, oh, you're so smiley. You're just so smiley. So that's really lovely. Yeah, it's lovely to hear.
Brilliant. And then just the last thing to ask, Lucy, is obviously lots of people do diets, and what scares me is when they stop the diet, the weight goes back on and they go back to where they were before.
Yeah.
Do you feel this lifestyle, the way that we encourage you to live your life, is it sustainable?
Yes, totally. I'm nearly there now, and so there's been a couple of days, and I've sort of had a slip, or and I've eaten something, I don't know, chocolate or something, or Alfie's been out for the day on a weekend, and I've got, oh, I can't be bothered to, and I feel terrible when I've eaten something. It really makes me feel horrible. Not because I feel guilty, it physically makes me feel horrible.
Do you know what? See, Andrew said something on the mindset session about, you know what, think before you make those decisions. And that's exactly where I'm at my life. Okay. So our neighbour dropped off a massive box of Lindt chocolates at the weekend, and I love Lindt chocolates, right? So last night I had a really healthy day. I went to the gym, I drank loads of water, all good. And then I finished the evening off by having 4 chocolates. Right? I slept like a baby, but I just feel this morning, I'm like, oh, my head feels groggy. Then I look and I think, you know what? For enjoying those 4 chocolates, is it worth it? So I totally get where you're coming from. It isn't anything to do with guilt and that stuff I can feel about the weight. It's just about you just don't feel as good when you don't eat good food, do you?
Absolutely, absolutely. And also I found as well, if I don't take on as much water one day, I don't feel as good. I really notice when I've not had enough water. I can kind of tell, because I used to measure it out when I first started, and now I don't need to now, because I know, and it's almost like the more water I drink, I can get thirsty, and I think, oh, I need to drink more, and that's amazing for me, and nobody can quite believe it, because I was the tea addict. And I was the joke of the family because of the amount of tea that I drink. And now I have I purchased a bag of decaf tea bags, which is unheard of, and I would have normally just and that's what I have first thing in the morning, and then I have one last thing at night, and that's just amazing.
Brilliant. Lucy, long may it last. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going to stop pressing record and then I can say goodbye to you, okay? Hold on a second.